Yo, yo, yo! Bienvenue chez Raptors Flex Plus. Je suis ton hôte, Kyle, and you know the flex already, fam. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 50 of Raptors Flex Plus. Thank you, everyone who has supported this channel, whether you have dropped a like on a video, whether you subbed up to the channel, whether you've commented down below, whether you've shared a video, whether you've been on my IG, Twitter X, whatever, a phone call saying, yo, I like this about that, but yo, I think you could do, whatever it is, I thank you and appreciate you so much for your support on the channel, man. Episode 50, here we go. Appreciate you. Yeah. And I had to brush up on my French a little bit for this episode just for fun. Shout out to Google Translate, but Wemby was in the building. He was in the building. And he was jumping out of the building too. He was jumping out of the building. That man was in and out the building for 10 blocks en route to a triple-double with blocks. What the heck? Yo, Raptors fans. Yo, I'm not throwing no shade. No shade. But yo, literally, this is what it looks like when you have a superstar on your team from jump, from the gate, from the onset. From time, Bregin, that's what it looks like, man. We know what it looked like. We had Vince Carter here. We had Kawhi Leonard here. Those are the only two superstars that we ever had in a Raptors uniform that were superstars while they were Raptors. And we got the same excitement anytime those two guys were on the court, Vince Carter and Kawhi Leonard. And when those players went on the road, especially Vince Carter, when those guys went on the road, they were filling up the building from the opponents now because people want to see Vince Carter dunking out the gym. People want to see Kawhi Leonard just put on a clinic defensively and offensively and put a team on his back. And that's the type of performance that we just saw last night from Victor Wembanyama. Welcome to the Wemby Show, y'all. Welcome to the Wemby Show, episode 50. Episode 50. Wow. I'm still on that, yo. I'm still on that. But, yeah, cheers to another 50. For real, for real. Appreciate y'all. But Wemby, woo! I appreciated that performance top to bottom. And all the way around the block and back. Because it was just one of those ones where as the opponent, I guess, if you look at it from the Spurs point of view, the Raptors are their opponents and we're the fans of the Raptors. So yo, this was must-see TV. Must-see TV. Wemby's first game in Canada. And when you see this guy walk into the building the way that he walked into the building, ski mask up, goggles down, leather with the buckles and the zipper all black. Whoa! Yo, Wemby was showing out in all aspects yesterday. That was some fly stuff, yo. Fly stuff. Excuse my language for a minute because I got to do it properly. That was some fly shit, yo. That was some fly shit. And then the man just proceeded to back it up on the court. That's superstar stuff, y'all. That's superstar stuff. Right? the 10-block triple-double. And listen, man, there's been conversation about who the rookie of the year is, whether it's Chet or Victor. But listen, with all due respect to Chet Holmgren, for those that don't understand who I'm talking about, Chet Holmgren of the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are, I think they are in third right now in the West. They're like a game out, half a game out, something like that. I think Minnesota is holding down the number one spot. It's like a jockeying position between like the Clippers, Minnesota, OKC, and I think there's one other team, Denver. All those four teams are just like jockeying for first position. I digress. The rookie of the year conversation, it's over. It's over. As long as Wemby plays the 63 games or the 65 games, whatever the minimum threshold is, it's his, yo. It's his. Now, I know Chet is showing out on a top team in the league. Not even just the West, in the league. He's showing out, and he's worthy of it in almost any other year. But this year, generational talent. Generational talent, that boy Wemby, man. Generational talent. Number one option on a team that's struggling. You know, they're struggling. They're not winning many games this year. They are like a really young team. A really young team that is developing, right? And Wemby is on a minute restriction, y'all. I just learned this yesterday. For anybody that's been on it, like, yo, I just got on it now. I did not know Wemby is still on a minutes restriction. Won't play over 30 a night. And look at what he's doing, like the 20 and 10, I think 5 or something like that. Hold on. They put a graphic up on the broadcast tonight, and I'll tell you exactly what it is, okay? Wemby is averaging 20, 10, so points, rebounds, steals 3, assists 3, blocks 3, assists 3, steals 1, right? And he's first in all of those categories amongst rookies except for assists. That is your 2023-2024 rookie of the year. The conversation's done. I don't want to hear it. As long as he plays his 65 games, it's over. It's a wrap, fam. It's a wrap. But the eye test too, man. It ain't just about stats, B. The eye test. Yo, man. As of impressive as those 10 blocks were yesterday, right? Because that's hard to do, right? You don't see that very often, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like the first one in 3 years. The last one was Anthony Davis, I believe, or Clint Capella, or one of these guys that had triple-double with 10 blocks, right? But, like, the assists, man. The assists this guy was dropping. Pick and roll, pocket pass, rebound, no look, pocket pass. Yo, my God, man. Now, I know this sounds like I'm just like drooling all over Wemby right now. Pause. But, guy, y'all saw the game. That was as impressive as performance that we saw on TSN or Sportsnet all season long against a Raptors opponent. All season. Like, that was impressive. I know Miles Bridges came in here and dropped 45 the other night. A lot of guys dropped 45, right? Doncic dropped 73 the other day, and Embiid dropped 70 the other day before that. Like, Booker had a 60-something game. Man, scorer. You know what I'm saying? But the blocks, the scoring, the rebounding, and, like, the assists, like, the beautiful assists. And the fact that, man, this guy gets the rebound. He's not looking for the outlet pass like that, man. He's going with it, man. He has handles. Now, listen, man, one of the things, too, that makes Wemby so great is just the humbleness that this guy had, man, right? I had to go and listen to the press conference, and they were asking him how he felt about the 10-block triple-double and all that. And he's like, yeah, I almost had a quadruple-double because I had mad turnovers. Finished the game with 7 turnovers, yo. So he's not even like thinking about all that. He's thinking about where can I improve? Where was I weak tonight? And that is the mentality of the superstars, man, the generational players, bro. It's a different mentality. And it's either you have it or you don't, or else you're not showing up to the gym in a ski mask and some goggles, leather coat, black everything down, bro. Down. I was on road yesterday. It wasn't that cold where you need to have a ski mask on like that, fam. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We're living in El Nino right now. This is like the best weather that we've had in Toronto in like 15 years, Benjin. Barely any snow. Barely. We're having daily temperatures in the pluses. And Victor showing up here like a bad man, dog. Yo, son, fam, everybody. Victor Wembanyama is the truth. We all got a front row ticket, a front row seat, whether you was at the game or in front of your TV to watch the Wemby Show. The Wemby Show. That's what it was. And it was spectacular for the whole 29 minutes and 58 seconds that man played. And I don't know if the Raptors were just starstruck yesterday because the way that he showed up to the gym, like I said, was just some rude boy stuff. And then he came out in like the first 2 minutes of the game, just dominating, blocks, dunks on your head top, 3-point shot, handles, assists, everything, a steal. This man was cooking yesterday in his bag, in his bag. And I envy the San Antonio Spurs fans, man. Could they just have something that is just going to be so fun for the next 20 years, man? As long as that man stays healthy, that's the only worry I have about Victor Wembanyama, because it's right in his mind. He's right with the skill set. He's God blessed with his height and his length, pause, and just like all the goods God gave him. And he's using them to the best of his abilities to always get better. And the situational stuff, like sometimes it matters where you're drafted, yo. You get drafted to the Spurs with one of the top 3 coaches of all time in Greg Popovich. Do you know how many coaches would have dipped after this guy lost Kawhi Leonard and then they just went like on a downswing after DeMar DeRozan and all that? Like it just wasn't happening for them. They made the playoffs like 22 consecutive times or something like that prior to that. And this is one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's still here coaching, bro. Still here. Not going nowhere, not worried about his record. He's taking L's. So what? The love of the game. He's developed players as long as his tenure has been in San Antonio. And when you don't cheat the game won't cheat you. And that is why the Spurs got that ping pong ball to drop number 1 overall in this past year's draft. And they got Victor Wembanyama. And the stars aligned because the Spurs are a franchise that had Tony Parker. Is he a Hall of Famer yet? If he's not a Hall of Famer yet, he's probably soon to be. Because that man has chips with the dip, bro. Chips with the dip. Him, Manu, Tony, like Kawhi was there even with those 3 players on the back end of their career. And now they got Victor, man. Now they got Victor. And if the ping pong balls drop in their favor again, because it's looking like they're going to be in a top 3 pick or something like that, unless like they just fail in the lottery, they're going to add another like major talent to this squad. Major talent to this squad next year to play alongside Victor. And it'll be interesting to see whether they go for like a fit or whether they go for best player available or like what they go for, What if I haven't looked at the draft yet and all these draft boards and looked at players and see who's really available yet. But what if like the projected number 1 overall pick next year is another big, yo? Are you telling me that the Spurs are going to get another Twin Towers? Another Twin Towers? Tim Duncan and David Robinson type stuff? Man, I envy the Spurs. Man, I envy the Spurs because they are just like in a position now where this team, as long as Victor continues to do what he does, mans are going to want to go play with Victor eventually, right? Maybe not right now because the Spurs, they're kind of developing. They're trying to get their supporting cast of players around Victor and see who else they might be able to develop into another maybe second-tier star just under Victor. And then maybe that second-tier star then turns into like the third star that has second star ability because they're able to bring in another first star to be 1A or 1B to Victor Wembanyama. What a spot to be in as a franchise and an organization, right? And not to mention, yes, they own their own pick, but they also have the possibility of getting the Raptors pick. Oh my God. Yo, they also have the possibility of getting the Raptors pick. And maybe that was some of the motivation, man. I'm not even sure because if you really wanted the Raptors pick, then maybe you laid on to the Raptors tonight and then let them win games so that they're outside of the top 6, because we've been talking about that top 6 protection on that pick for a while, right? But like they're like, nah, we don't business with that. You could finish in the bottom 6. We don't care. We're gonna come through and slap you up, bro. Because why? You're building championship habits, winning mentality. We're not laying down no tank. You know what I'm saying? No tank. Raptors fans, we've been talking a lot about tank recently, yo. And I've been saying like tanking is for losers. I don't like just like intentionally tanking. So I'm okay with the way that things are going right now because you have IQ out there. You have Barrett out there. You have Pirtle out there. You have Barnes out there. You have your full complement of players, right? Now, I know there's been a big changeover in terms of who was here to start the season to who's here now. But like Toronto is like developing their players and they're losing games, right? Big turnover of guys. Mans are learning how to play together. And it is what it is if we're not getting the dubs like that, right? It is what it is. Now, I would like to see a little, not even a little more, I'd like to see a lot more effort with this Raptors squad. A lot more effort, yo. Because the way that the Spurs played last night from jump, again, Spurs came out, 8-0 run, timeout, scored another 2. Then the Raptors go on a 10-0 run after that and it's tied 10-10. That's when you feel like the Raptors, yeah, they show up a little bit late to the game. You know what I'm saying? They show up a little bit late because Victor just came through with a different level of play and like the Raptors weren't like there yet, you know? But it felt like things are going to be here. But then as the game progressed, the Spurs continue to just, and the Raptors continue, you know what I'm saying? Like the effort, it was just different, man. And this is a team in the Spurs. They're not very good, but the way that they looked yesterday, they looked like that team was lit. They looked like they were lit, yo. Led by Victor Wembanyama, dominating, bro. Dominating. Now, he's going to have to get a little bit better in terms of just situational awareness with the basketball. I thought he got stripped a lot, and maybe that's like a strength thing too. But like those things will come, man. Those things will come. That was literally the worst parts of his game yesterday. Everything else was just on point. On point, fam. Wow. Raptors fans. Again, I don't want to take shots at mans, yo, on our team. Love the Raptors forever. Till the day of my demise. Hopefully no time soon. Knock on wood. And when you look at the difference between like a Victor Wembanyama and a Scottie Barnes. Like, listen, man, I know this conversation is very uncomfortable for a lot of people, right? But like, to me, it's a fair conversation. It's fair game. Okay? It's fair game. When the spotlight was turned on yesterday, first game in Canada for Victor Wembanyama, this guy did everything from the fit, showing up to the game, to performance on the court, from when the opening tip went up, to his last block against Gradey Dick in the fourth quarter, getting that 10-block triple-double, to the press conference where he was talking about, but I almost had the quad with the turnovers. Superstar everything. Had it, bro. Number one option on the Spurs, okay? Now listen. Scottie Barnes, okay? All-star, deserved it. He's had a good season so far. Things have, turned for him in terms of him learning now how to play as the number one option on a team with a much less talented squad, right? Less experienced squad, right? Just to paint the picture in a fair way, right? But what was that, bro? What was that? That was not a good performance by Scottie Barnes yesterday against Victor Wembanyama, bro. It wasn't. I don't care if he had 10 rebounds and 9 assists or 9 assists and 10 rebounds, whatever it was. The man was like 3 for 14 from the floor in a game where the spotlight was turned up. Turned up. You understand what you did against the Cavs, right? But this is a different type of game now. Different type of game now. You have one man out here that's coming out and dominating. Dominating. And the team is inferior to y'all. They're not a better team than us. When you look at like talent and whatnot, I think we have a more talented squad than the Spurs. Ain't no reason why we lose by, what is it, damn near 30 yesterday, 20-something? 23? Come on. Not a good performance, man. And I'm just like not happy with the broadcast, man. It was more so just like Matt Devlin, respectfully, yo. I like these guys. I love our Raptors broadcasters. I don't have negative things to say about them. But like I should be able to just tell what I feel in terms of what y'all telling to the people, yo, to us Raptors fans. Don't tell me that Scottie Barnes still had a good game despite the shooting because he was still getting assists and he was still getting rebounds. We need Scottie Barnes to be an alpha dog on this team. And what that means is you got to go out and score. Take it into Victor's body with force, bro. Like, yo, Victor's behind you, you got to slam that. Like, 2 hands, you can't get blocked. Like, you got to go strong. I understand it's hard, yo. It's hard. And Darko said in the press conference, like, yo, Victor's going to be here another 15 years. We're going to have to find a way to defend him and all that stuff because he ain't going nowhere. And he's 100% correct, yo. But you want your alpha dog to come out and play like an alpha dog. And like yesterday, I didn't see that from Scottie. And I understand that it's going to take time for him to develop and turn to a player and all those types of things. But look at what we just saw from Victor Wembanyama, and he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Scottie Barnes in his third year. So you're talking about 2 rookie of the years, basically. This is okay, Victor hasn't won it yet, but it's his, dog. It's his. As long as he beats the game's threshold, it's his. And if you're like the reigning rookie of the year from 2 years back now, you want to come show this man like, yo, I'm here. I'm him. But like, I didn't see that from Scottie yesterday, fam. I did not see that. And remember how I was just saying how like Victor treated the entire experience coming to Canada as like a superstar, right? From the fit to the game to at the press conference and all that. The Raptors need to stop babying Scottie Barnes at the damn press conference, yo. I said it, bro, because every time when things are like bad, he's nowhere to be seen, yo. Nowhere to be seen. After the Pistons game, right? When we lost to the Pistons, he's got like, what is it, 29th or 28th game losing streak, whatever it was. Thad Young went and took the presser. I'm like, okay, cool, yo. It's good to have vets on the team where you're learning how to do stuff and stuff like that now. But yo, Thad Young's gone. Pascal Siakam's gone. OJ Anunoby's gone. Dennis Schroeder's gone. This is Scottie's team. This guy left the court early and went into the back. Yeah, he was probably cheesed. Like, yo, guy, I was not happy with the way that I played tonight. This is just me thinking what he might feel. You know, I'm not Scottie Barnes. I don't know nobody associated with him. I don't know nothing like that. I'm not even trying to come at him on no type of way. I'm just looking at it from like what you want to see as a Raptors fan, what you want to see from your superstar, budding star, the guy that's supposed to be the face of the franchise. Go face the music, dog. Go face the music. You know the media is going to ask you questions why you left early in the game, right? You didn't shake, excuse my language. You didn't shake Victor's hand. None of that, right? You just dipped. You're the face of the franchise, okay? You've been around guys like Fred VanVleet. You've been around guys like Pascal Siakam. You've been around guys you've been around like Dennis Schroeder. You've been around vets in this league that have had to face the music before, right? So you've seen this type of stuff. What were you doing the last 2 years, fam? You knew the keys are going to get turned over to you at some point. And this is going to be like a part in his development where things are going to have to like change for him in a way. And it might not even be his fault. Maybe he wanted to go out there and talk to the media after the game. But like, he should have been out there. He should have been out there to talk about the game, yo. Right? He could have been like, yeah, you know, I was upset that we didn't put in the right effort tonight as a team. I take responsibility as the leader of the team that I need to have my guys ready to go. I need to be better in terms of getting to the foul line if my shot's not dropping. I need to be better in terms of not leaving the court early and showing my frustrations. And we will be better as a team in the next game. What is the problem with saying something like that? I just came up with that on the spot. You had a chance to go sit down in the locker room now, probably talk to a coach. Maybe Garrett Temple came up, talked to you or something. You know what I'm saying? Now you go out there and face the music, yo. I didn't like it. I'm not nitpicking. You are the face of the franchise. Stop coddling him, yo, if you're the Raptors squad. Stop coddling him, man. Because that's not going to make him better, yo. You have to be able to face the music and learn and grow from the experience. Because you're going to remember how you felt when you sat on that podium and there's reporters are peppering questions about you for things that are easily correctable. Right? We didn't see you going to the back until there was 2 seconds left in the game, and then the camera switched to you and you running into the back of the thing. Like, bruh. Come on, man. Raptors fans, if I'm wrong about that one, put it down below in the comments, yo. But if you feel like I do, fam, am I lying? No lies, bro. I'm telling you, no lies. I would have liked to see him at the end press conference just to face the music and show his leadership on the team. That's me personally, all right? Y'all don't got to agree with me. That's my position. However, the media did get a chance to talk to Gradey Dick because Gradey Dick had a pretty damn good game. Shout out to Gradey Dick, man. He's really starting to show his confidence a little bit more. at the NBA level, right? And this is something that we've been waiting for Gradey all season long. And if you remember what I said, like once these trades happen and this team gets younger, like Grady's gonna step in now and he's gonna get those minutes without feeling like the coach is gonna yank you out of there because it's development time. It's Grady time. And the shot's looking butter, finally. Thank you. But it ain't just the shot. He's doing other things well on the offensive end of the floor. And then there's some other pieces of his game that need some work. But that's okay. He's a rookie. He's a rookie, and he hasn't had the greatest start to the season, right? He's had to face some adversity going down to the G League. And to be honest with you, he didn't even really show out in the G League. He wasn't even showing out like that, right? But I always thought that the better thing for him would be playing with the Raptors, right? I wasn't mad that he got sent to the G League because the opportunity for you now build some rhythm, work on some of the things in practice in a game-like situation while you're playing in the G League, right? This is your time now to develop. And although things weren't like perfect for him in the G League, you really have to appreciate how he's played over the last, I'd say 5 games or so. He's played quite well. And yeah, man, they said one of the things that, he's feeling more comfortable out there. And apparently, like, his family is in town, his brother is in town. So, how do we like start like a GoFundMe for his brother, yo? We need to get his brother here, dog. We need to get his brother here. Spend the rest of the season here in Toronto, fam. We need you. If Grady's gonna be playing like this, we could use that. We could use that because the bench now, like, there's guys that are playing well off the bench, right? Kelly Olynyk also had himself a pretty good game yesterday as well. But, like, I don't know, when you're down like 30 and 20 and all that, like, I guess these are like silver lining things where you're like, yeah, that was great, but we're down 20. Like, play some defense, guys, right? Raptors, since trading Pascal Siakam, are 26th in offensive efficiency and 26th in defensive efficiency and 29th in net point differential, man. Net efficiency differential. 29th. That is not good. That is not good, yo. That is not good. So the Raptors are going to have to figure out a way to keep developing and bringing these new guys into the folds. And Darko's going to have to continue, not even just Darko, the coaching staff, they have to continue to work with these guys in practice. Mans are going to have to put in extra stuff after practice, before practice. And, you want to finish the season strong. You have the All-Star break coming up now, coming up in the next, or this upcoming weekend, by the way. Right? And I'd like to see a team that looks a little bit more cohesive after the All-Star break, right? A little bit more cohesive than what we've seen because the Cavs blew our doors off, right? Cavs blew our doors off. Spurs blew our doors off. These are home games, by the way. These are home games. The Rockets, we played well in spurts and then not good in other spurts. No Fred VanVleet. Somehow it was still a game down the stretch when the Raptors were up big in this game on multiple occasions. Charlotte, nope. We got a dub, but not a good performance. Pelicans, I'll give you the back-to-back, But still, not a good performance. Oklahoma City Thunder, fantastic performance. Fantastic. But how many games did I just list there? Is that 4 or 5 games since the OKC game that we played well? Like, that's not consistent at all. And this team's been showing inconsistency since the beginning of the season, but now we're at like an all-time low, yo. Right? In net rating, we are literally 29th. The only team below us is Charlotte, the team that we beat that, like, Miles Bridges went off for 45 against us. And yeah, we won the game, but we didn't look good. Ochai Agbaji, fam, I'm a holdout, right? I'm a holdout on Ochai Agbaji. I'm going to hold out. I ain't going to say nothing yet. I'm going to hold out. I don't know, man. If we're just going to let Gary walk in the offseason, I don't know if he's part of the plan now. Like, he's been shooting well, but we know who Gary is, right? We know who he is. He's streaky like a muv. He's streaky, guy. He's streaky. And I don't know, that wasn't a good performance by him last night by any stretch. You know, Gary Trent, 2 for 7 from the floor for 4 points. Not good, man. Not good. He didn't even take a 3 last night. What? Oh, my. Not good, man. But yeah, we got the Pacers coming into town on Wednesday, which means that our old friend Pascal Siakam will be back in town. But hold up. The Pacers are coming off of a bad loss to Charlotte last night, yo. Charlotte, the Hornets. So you can expect the Pacers to come through with a much better performance against Toronto than they did against the Hornets. I guarantee you it'll be better. So Toronto's got to be better, right? Pascal's going to look to do his thing. And here's another thing about the it factor. Like, if you're a sports fan in Toronto, like, look at all the it factors that we've been able to see in, like, the last 2-3 days, yo. Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. If anybody, like, the most watched Super Bowl of all time, y'all. I know a lot of Swifties out there watching the Super Bowl and all that. But, like, it's transferable. Greatness. Mans that put the team on their back, and you can just see it from the eye test. Patrick Mahomes got it. We got to watch that. Victor Wembanyama, the Wemby Show, he has it. We seen that. Full display here in Toronto. Tyrese Halliburton. Don't be surprised, and I don't even want to put this out there, but don't be surprised this man has damn near 20 assists on 20 points on Wednesday. Oh, please not. No, I don't want it. But, yo, he has it. Raptors fans, I know a lot of us love Scottie Barnes. I love Scottie Barnes, too. I think he's going to be a great player in this league. I don't always see the it from him, man. He's got to be one of those players that have to develop into the it, right? He doesn't have it, like, right out the gate, in my opinion. He has something. He has something special. Right? I don't want to downplay what he's done this year. He's an all-star, right? What we've seen Scottie Barnes do out the gate to start the season, that was it. That was the it, yo. The first October, a little into November and all that, Scottie Barnes was showing us that he has it somewhere within him. And he needs to consistently find that it. Or else we're going to be sitting here in the next couple of years being like, you know what? Scottie Barnes, he's like a 2-3-time all-star. He's good and all, but he doesn't have the it. And I don't want to be sitting here in 2 and 3 years feeling that way. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical in terms of us just handing him the keys and saying, yo, this guy's going to be a superstar in this league, yo. I don't throw the superstar status around loosely. That's me personally. There's only a handful of superstars in this league, yo. Right? Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, Luka, Tatum. Who else you want to throw in there? I know I'm missing guys. I know I am. But, like, those are guys on 5 fingers that I did. And then you have some aging guys like Steph Curry, LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi. So, like, that's literally like 9 guys I just listed right there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, budding superstar. And for him, he needs to make his way in the playoffs. You know? That's where, like, if he's able to take his team to a conference final and show out, superstar. You know, I think I think he's like front runner for MVP, in my opinion. He's like front runner. But like we've seen guys have a really good season, and then what after that? You know? So I need to see it. But at the end of the day, I'm not really too like worried about what other teams' problems are and what they're trying to do. Like I need to see the Raptors. And the way that things are looking right now, I think this team is best served if we're able to have the lottery ping pong balls drop our way and get a top 6 pick, man. And if that's not the case, and we're outside of top 6 and we got to give our pick to the Spurs, Raptors fans, prepare for another tough season next year, right? Prepare for another tough season next year if that's the case. Now, mind you, we need to still figure out what happens in the offseason. Things can change and all that, things of that nature. But I'm just saying, where things sit today, I don't see the consistency in the it factor for Scottie Barnes, personally, right? Again, I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but I don't know. Sometimes it ain't hard to tell, man. Sometimes it ain't hard to tell. Whoo! But yo, that boy Wemby, he's got it. He's got it, man. So yeah, I don't know. Be competitive against the Pacers, please. Be competitive on Wednesday. Don't go get blown out again, right? Could it now be like 3 straight blowouts? And now mans are looking sideways at each other in the locker room going into the All-Star break. We don't want that, yo. We don't want that for the team. We don't need like extra like things that we need to overcome right now. We don't need those extra problems. You know what I'm saying? Those extra issues, those extra challenges. We just need mans to like perform on Wednesday. You're going to go catch a little break. There might be some mans go and support Scottie Barnes at the All-Star game. In fact, I want to see which Raptors players show up to the All-Star game to support Scottie Barnes. Something tells me Gradey Dick will be one of them. Something tells me that. And I'm not sure who else I feel comfortable with saying will show up to the All-Star game with Gradey, yo. I'm not too sure. But anyways, I don't want to leave on a sour note. Raptors, be competitive. Let's go get a dub, man. Pascal comes back, like, yeah. Thank you and all. But, like, we got bigger problems right now, yo. The Raptors will probably do a tribute to him. He deserves it. He deserves a tribute. So, like, don't be a hater Raptor fan, right? Like, actually, let me say this before I get out of here. Congratulations to Raptors fans all across Toronto, all across GTA. Why? Why am I saying that? We have come so far as a fan base where we're not like catching feelings if a player decides he doesn't want to play here no more and he goes somewhere else. You know? Y'all remember the days, man. Y'all remember the days. Vince Carter booed. We booed him to the death, yo. We just kept booing him for season on season on season. And then it's like a bad breakup, dog, that we just had to figure out how to like be amicable. And then it turned back into love, man. Tracy McGrady, we booed him. Chris Bosh, we booed him. Yo, we've been booing guys that left Toronto for years. But recently, I don't know if it's because we've just been like winning so much over the last 12 years or however long it's been, right? That like, we're not getting in our feelings like that no more, yo. Fred VanVleet dipped. We thought he was going to sign here in Toronto. It was a surprise when he ended up in Houston for a lot of fans, including myself. I didn't think he was going to go. I thought he would stay. But the video tribute, we showed him mad love. Kawhi Leonard, we showed him mad love. Pascal Siakam remains to be seen. But Raptors fans, we need to do the right thing, yo. Show him mad love when he comes back to 6, okay? Scotiabank Arena. We have to do that, yo. So congratulations to Raptors fans. We've done much better overcoming our, like, for lack of a better term, like, daddy issues and stuff like that, yo. We're better now as a franchise, as a fan base. All right? So let's do the right thing. All right, man. So, yo, that's it for today. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And if you're not subbed, please sub up, comment down below, like, share, all that. And keep, like, I thank you so much, yo. Thank you so much, everybody on this channel. I literally have 50 episodes. You can go check out my shorts now. I have like some other episodes I didn't actually like make as episodes. So I have like quite a few in my like catalog now. And part of that has just been like, you know, we add 1 subscriber here, 2 subscribers there, a comment here, a comment there, a phone call here, a text there. Like, I just appreciate all the love and support for your boy, man. 50 episodes, man. So, yo, cheers to another 50, man. And yeah, until next time, you know the flex. And it's me, guy.